Class is in session. The Brofessor is in, and we're going to break down the pizza prize wall and what you should go after and what you should get. So let's bro. First off, as always, number one is a big shout out to the J Nasty Booty. Thank you for your help as always. Number two is effing wait. Wait until the event is over. Wait till you've collected all of the pizza slices so that way you can make the best and most informed decision. Unless you know exactly what you want, then do whatever you feel like. But my advice is always to wait. And number three, do what is best for your rooster. Have you seen my rooster? But the question always is, do what's best for you right now on your roster. That's what matters. So whatever's going to make you the happiest, whatever's going to make take your rooster to the next level. So there's lots of ideas about how you should spend on this prize wall, and that really depends on how much you've spent in total and how much. Hey, Sir Zorro made a video. Gotta love it. What have you spent? How many pizza slices do you have? Are you in a top faction? Will you have enough to get Rey Mysterio? So one thing is for sure, I'll say this off the top, these skill plates have generic logos. As you can see, there's not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle logo on it. It's just a basic plate with a basic name to it, which means you'll never lose the licensing to these skill plates. So these skill plates will be back. They'll probably be back on either a feud or a boss battle prize wall, and they might come back in a couple months' time. So if you don't get them now, they will at one point come back. The next time you will see Rey Mysterio, however, is actually unknown. And for how long the licenses are there is also unknown. So will he be this cost again? When is the next time we will see the turtles in the game in any fashion? So this is one of those rare times where I say it might be better for you to get Rey Mysterio. It might be one of the things that you should do. So number one is actually going to be really tough because it depends on actually how much you've spent and what kind of faction you are in and what you should get. So there are a few scenarios, as I think I mentioned, and if I didn't mention it, there's a few scenarios for this. Is that number one, you've spent pretty hard in the other solo event for the other prize wall, the one that has 50% prize wall off, then you probably are also have gone after Seth Rollins. So this is a chance for you then to continue on that path. So you should probably actually get yourself a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles token for their moment. You're planning on actually using the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This might be a good pickup for you because you plan to use them, if that's the case, or if you like how this buffs them out. It is only 200 on here. It's actually cheaper than the plates that are out there. So that would be one thing to think about, would be getting the moment and getting yourself Rey Mysterio. And after that, then going after the plates. If you didn't spend a lot, your faction did, and it got you just enough, then your play is probably actually Rey Mysterio, and then the moments, and then the plates. And last but not least, if you can get yourself Rey Mysterio, I think you're getting the idea. That's probably where I'm leaning to for this, because we don't know when he's going to come back. But we do know that the Turtles will come back in some fashion, and when they do, he will be CSS for them. These are the types of considerations that you're going to have to take into account. So that all being said, what if you don't want Rey? What if you don't like Rey? What if you don't think think it matters that you should actually have him going forward for CSS? You're never planning on using him, etc. Well, then the moment might not be for you. So whether you get moment and or Rey is entirely up to you, but really one of the bigger and the better things on here are the variety of skill plates that you can get. So as you've seen, and I'm sure if you haven't gone to Sir Zorro's page, definitely check out Sir Zorro's page. I've unfortunately been too busy this week to do a ton of different move sets with them, but things like the Limitless skill plate is great on someone like Muda. That's one that I had a chance to work with. The Neckbreaker skill plate also is a really good one to get, and Fearless Leader. The Cowabunga skill plate. They're all actually really good depending on whom you're using. And It's really well used if it's going on someone who has a bunch of multiply gems or a gem buff that you can then get it to go off 2 times or more. That's where you're going to get the most bang for your buck with these types of plates. So ultimate plates, very good to use. That would be the next sort of thing on the list for me. After that, it's a whole bunch of moments that we have seen before. So if you are still chasing the Summer of Champions 2024, this is one out of 8 of the tablets that you, the tokens that you need, not tablets, in order to unlock this. If you remember, they gave us 4 for free, and then the rest of them you had to get yourself through spending on milestones, I believe, on the portal. So if you need that, that is what you can sort of get next if you don't want or don't plan on using the Ninja Turtle moment. That's another one that you can look after getting your Summer of Champions ones. But basically, the order that you should get them, if you don't want this token right here, the order that you should really get them is getting the Tiffy time one, I would say. 1, 2, 3. Getting the last ones if you need them, 4, and 5. So that's where I would sort of place that. And then after that, it's econ. So that is the prize wall sort of in a nutshell. With the exception, one thing I didn't mention is this is a waste of your pizza. Don't go after the 6 gold version of him. Grab the 6 bronze and a plate and a moment, and you'll be spending pretty much the same amount right there. So let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you're going to get. And if you have ideas that you want to see, if you have a plate combination that you would want to see, let me know in the comments, and I'll see if I can make a video of that plate on somebody with the candy store account, and we'll go from there. Thanks so much for coming to class. Brofessor out.